10 Ways to Stay Safe During Hurricane Season. Hurricane season is in full swing, and won't end until November 30th. Before hurricane season ends, it's essential to know what you can do to stay safe when a hurricane approaches. In this blog post, we will discuss 10 ways that will help you in preparing for hurricane season. Prepare your home. Close all of your windows and doors and remove any objects that could become airborne during hurricane force winds. Bring inside any outdoor furniture or objects that could become airborne in strong winds. Tie down any loose items, such as awnings, to the ground. Prepare for the hurricane by clearing out any loose leaves and debris in your yard. Prepare your vehicle. Fuel up your vehicle with gas in case you need to evacuate. Clear out any loose objects in your car and make sure everyone is buckled up to avoid injury. Always have enough cash for hurricane supplies, such as bottled water and canned food, if the hurricane causes an interruption to your local area's power grid. You'll want a battery-powered radio or television with you so that you can stay up to date on any warnings or information about the hurricane while it is active near you. If you have a hurricane evacuation plan, be sure to pack hurricane supplies in your vehicle at all times. Stock emergency car kit items such as jumper cables, phone chargers, flares, flashlights, and a couple of days' worth of clothing. Never, ever drive through floodwaters. Stay informed. Stay informed on the hurricane's activity by following local news and emergency management officials on social media. Pay attention to tropical storm and hurricane watches, and be prepared to act accordingly. You can also download hurricane emergency apps to keep you up to date on the hurricane's location. Stay informed about weather alerts and updates by signing up for email notifications from local authorities or downloading hurricane preparedness apps. Stay tuned to local news stations for updates on hurricane warnings, evacuation orders, and the hurricane's progress in general. Stock up. Prepare an emergency kit with supplies for your family. Include hurricane supplies such as bottled water, canned food, first aid kit, and emergency care tools. Ensure you have a supply of water, food, and medicine to last at least 3 days. Stock up on batteries for the radio or TV to stay informed during hurricane warnings. Have an evacuation plan. Ensure you have an evacuation plan, should you need to get out of your home quickly during a hurricane or flood warning. Don't wait until the last minute. Make sure everyone in your house has a designated place to meet outside your home if needed. Get to know the evacuation routes from your home area and the hurricane evacuation zones in your city or county. Create a communication plan. Create a plan for how you will communicate with loved ones during emergencies or disasters. As we learned the hard way during the Great Flood of 2016, you can't always rely on cell phone service. If you lose power during a hurricane, chances are you'll lose Wi-Fi as well. Get copies of all important documentation. Keep important documents, such as copies of birth certificates and social security cards, in a safe place. Store copies of important documents in a hurricane-proof container so that you can access them quickly should they become wet or destroyed. Review your insurance policies. Review insurance policies to make sure they cover storm damage or other potential losses. As we also learned during the Great Flood of 2016, your homeowner's policy might not cover as much as you think. Contact your auto insurer to see if hurricane protection is available. Help your neighbors. Preparing for hurricane season isn't all about you. Look out for your neighbors, family, and friends also. Stay in touch with friends and relatives who live outside the hurricane zone via social media or by phone if possible for additional resources. Watch out for your neighbors by checking in periodically with them during hurricane season to make sure they have everything they need should the hurricane strike near you or where they live. You never know what might happen, and hurricane season is unpredictable. Look out for each other to reduce the risk of a hurricane disaster. Don't forget about your pets. If possible, have an evacuation plan for pets. Animals cannot take care of themselves, by making sure they have identification tags and hurricane-proof crates. Discuss your hurricane plan with a veterinarian if you need assistance caring for animals during an emergency or disaster. It's also important to make sure that all pets are up to date on their shots so they don't get sick from something like rabies, which could be fatal if left unattended. Plus, most shelters require that animals be up to date on vaccinations. Hurricane season is here, and it's important to stay safe. The best way to be prepared for a hurricane is by staying informed about the latest weather reports, following evacuation routes, maintaining an emergency kit with food and water, protecting your property from storm damage or theft, and making sure you have contact information for family members in case of emergencies. Follow these hurricane safety tips so that you can stay safe during hurricane season. Hurricane season allows you to join the fight against storms. Now's your chance, take action today. Find out how you can help when it matters most.